good rising, good rising. So first, a little bit about Leo. Leo is a masculine sign. Its element is fire. For those of you all that don't know that, Leo is a fixed sign, okay? The ruling planet is the sun, right? And so one thing about the sun, we know that the sun shines bright, right? The sun is shining even when you don't see it, right? And the sun illuminates things, right? The sun illuminates things. And so just the overall reading for this month is going to be for you all to figure out what you want illuminated in your life. What part of your life do you want more light to be shown on? Okay. The dominant keyword for Leo is I will. Don't come over here, cat. Do not. I can't. Like literally, I'm done. Literally, I'm done. Okay. And so the polarity, Leo is opposite Aquarius, right? So for me, I am a Libra. And so the polarity for me would be Aries. So it is the sign that sits directly across from yours on the zodiac wheel. All right. The part of the body ruled by Leo is the back, the spine, and the heart. And the magical birthstone is ruby. You see, Mom? Go get Mom and leave me alone. Go get Mom and leave me alone. He has already been acting up already. Okay, so ruby protects against physical. No, he won't. Ruby protects against physical injury, ensures faith, and it also brings the wearer serenity. So again, the birthstone for Leo is the ruby. And we've already said that the part that of the body that Leo rules is the back. So Leo, sun, moon, rising, or if you have Leo prominent in your chart, you want to go ahead and get you a ruby, okay? The colors are gold and orange, obviously the colors of the sun. Good morning to all who've joined. Hello, Daniela. Hello, Gary. And then the flower is the sunflower or the marigold. And the color is gold. And animals ruled by feline, by Leo, obviously is all felines. And I'm glad that my feline just left so I can get through this reading. And then the danger, right? The warning for Leos. Leo people tend to be bombastic and challenging and often unknowingly provoke others into impulsive violence. They are also prone towards victims of slander. All right. And so that is from the only astrology book that you will ever need. It is an amazing book. I've been using it for many years. So now let's just get into it. Okay, let's get into these decants. All right. So every sign has a decant. So what we're going to tackle first is the first decant of Leo, right? And this is why, so every sign, like I said, has a decant. And that's why, so for me, I'm an October Libra, right? And so the September Libras are quite different, from no tea, no shade, from the October Libras, right? And so all of the signs are broken up into three parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one card for each decant first. We're going to get that out of the way, okay? So if you were born between July 23rd and August 1st, so if it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Oh, we ain't doing 50 cents, sorry. Okay. So July 23rd to August 1st, this one card is going to be for you. And so it's interesting. I'm actually for you. First decant, Leo, I am being drawn to pull from this brand new deck. I literally just got this past Tuesday called the Hoodoo Tarot. So let's see what's popping because this deck is like super, super powerful. Ooh, is that the 10 of coins trying to come out for y'all? Come on now, July 23rd to August 1st. What y'all doing? Y'all finna get to the money in this Leo season, or do they need to shine their light on their money? What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? All right, so you actually got more than one card. Okay, let's see what you got. Ooh, okay. Well, here we go to that warning. So we have the 9 of Knives, and so this would be the 9 of Swords in the traditional tarot, and then we have the 3 of Sticks, which would be the 3 of Wands in the traditional tarot. So let me see what she's talking about for this uh 9 of Knives, okay? All right, so the plant or even the essential oil that you could use is lavender. All right. Oh, that's right, because I pulled this card the other day. Yes. So this is, okay, so I'll just read some of what it says. Okay. It says, this symbolizes the troubled spirit of approximately 20,000 newly emancipated enslaved Africans, I would say, who were placed in concentration camps in Natchez, Mississippi. The majority of the men, women, and children died a slow, agonizing death from disease or starvation. The camp was located at the bottom of a pit where wild peach trees grew. That's why this place came to be known as the Devil's Punch Bowl. To this day, no one eats the peaches because they know the bodies of those tortured people fertilized the soil. It was not the custom of indigenous people to eat anything that grew in areas that were considered beset with negative energy. Okay, so the meaning for this is renewed hope, the end of suffering, the worst being over, good news, seeking help for depression and anxieties, and letting go. Because remember, this is the 9 of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot, right? So this is about letting go of those things that keep you up at night. Right? This is about moving away from those things. So even though the card looks scary, I should turn my light on. So even though the card looks a bit scary, you got it, Tina. So even though it looks a bit scary, are you a first decant, Leo? So even though it looks a bit scary, it's not. It's about walking away from dead things, right? It's about staying away from things that do not serve you, things that don't make you feel good about yourself. I'm going to go even a step further, okay? Because again, this is about like not retracing old steps, not eating rotten fruit, but also being on the lookout for things that seem too good to be true, okay? And so then we have the 3 of Sticks. So let me see what she says about that. I mean, this deck is so powerful. Okay, so a root worker is standing at the peak of Mount Chiaha, the highest natural point in Alabama. He wears a cape of kudzu leaves for protection against any malefic spirits as he contemplates. So I knew it. I knew this was about, I knew y'all was going to be getting to that money. Yes, July 23rd to August 1st. I'm so happy for you. Improve finances, travel, exploration, becoming a leader, seeing the big picture, embarking on a quest, expansion, feeling free and uninhibited, visionary, power moves, reaping the rewards of hard work, and receiving potentially game-changing advice. Listen. Listen. These are the vibes, Leos. Born July 23rd to August 1st. Walking away from dead things so that you can walk into your harvest. All right? This might have been where y'all were, and you might still feel like you're here now, but rest assured that you are walking towards the 3 of Sticks. You are walking towards improved finances. Once you let go, once you make space, all right? Okay, we're not going to spend too much time with y'all because we've got to move on to the Leos born between August 2nd and August 12th, okay? So we got to get the Leos out of the way, these decant Leos, and then we're going to do a general reading for all of us for the month, okay? So for you second decan Leos, oh, happy belated birthday, Tina Ray. Hey, Marion. Marion, how are you? Marion, yesterday I talked to Anna. I talked to Monica. I texted with Stephanie. Bailey's is checking in. Okay, we are not going to use all those cards, okay? And my little piece of apparatus just continues to want to travel. That is so exciting for you first decants to have that message. Okay, keep that light on. There we go. I know one thing. I need somebody to tighten this machine for me that holds my phone. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what we got. We've got Treasure Island in reverse for you second decant Leos, okay? So I'm gonna pull another card because what this feels like for me is that you all are actually not seeing your value, the value that you carry in yourself, because we have this decant in, we have this Treasure Island in reverse, right? So first of all, we've got the turtle. We know turtles move slow, okay? And so what I'm actually feeling is that maybe you're growing impatient. Maybe you're like, oh my God, this is taking so long. When is my treasure gonna come in? I work and work and work, and I'm not seeing any results. I'm not seeing the fruit of my labor. And so you might actually be contemplating walking away from something. You might be contemplating going in another direction. And what I would offer for you all is just to pause on that for a moment and really ask yourself, have you exerted the maximum amount of energy? Have you put in the maximum amount of work? Okay, one thing we know about fire signs is that they can be impulsive and they can be impatient, right? And so, this slow pace, and you could be, you could have been working on this for years and years and years, but the thing is though, the treasure is there. The hearts are there. We have the starfish there. That means good luck. We have the heart. That means new love. And so, and because this was in reverse, I'm really feeling like more tender love and care is needed. Second decant Leos. Again, Leos born between August 2nd and August 12th. This is for you specifically. Okay? Just before you throw everything away, before you close the door, before you walk away, just make sure that you're not being impulsive, that you're not being impatient, and that you have actually exhausted all avenues. Because the fact that this is upside down tells me that there's maybe you're looking in the wrong direction, maybe you're looking to the wrong people, and so your treasures are actually like falling out. Okay, and we are here to bring heaven on earth. And so also you might need to, I'm going to pull another card, but I'm also feeling like you might need to dig a little deeper into your spirituality. Hold on, let me pull another card. Which one? Okay, you might need to dig a little deeper into your spirituality. You might need to center your spirituality a little bit more. Let's see. What is the message for my second decant Leos? What is the message for my second? Thank you. Yeah. So what do we say about being impatient and being impulsive? Take time. If I could get this thing together. Take time to breathe out. All right. So it could be a meditation that you need, right? You just need to slow down a little bit. Maybe you need to go into nature. Maybe you need to be at one with nature a little bit more. Maybe you need to be a little bit more patient with yourself and with others, all right? That's what I have for you. Okay. And it's interesting that maybe the first decant Leos have a little bit more of that Cancer energy because they're on that cusp. And so they have the ability to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more introspective, right? So you might want to look to your first Decan Leo brothers and sisters and gender nonconforming folks that you know, right? So that to see what you can, how you can bring a little bit more of that patience, a little bit more of that introspection into your life. All right. So it's interesting for the third decant Leos. I am actually being guided to pull from my Girl Underground Tarot. Oracle. And so this is for Leos born between August 13th and August 22nd. It's so funny because my father was born on August 7th, and so he is a second decant Leo. And yeah, he was very extravagant, very generous, very what you would think a Leo to be. And he definitely could be quite impatient too. So it's funny. And so can I have Leo in my 8th house. 8th house is ruled by Pluto. Okay, hold on. So let's see. Let's see what we have for our third decant Leos. The Girl Underground. What do our third decant Leos need to do? What do our third, thank you. Do we want another one for them? All right, let's see. We got 3. Okay. So, third decant Leos, you are definitely being invited to make some changes this month, I would say. So this says her trust is betrayed. She meets an adversary. She must sacrifice. And that sacrifice, again, might just be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, okay? You may have been getting some messages about people in your camp, and whatever messages you're getting, just know that you are correct, okay? So we want to be on the lookout for the ways that your trust is betrayed. Now, this doesn't have to be from another person. This could be from yourself, okay? We have the 27 there, which we would reduce down to a 9, which is a divine number, and that is right before the 1, which is new beginnings, okay? And so during this Leo season, just make sure that you're not betraying yourself, that you're sticking up for yourself, that you're getting whatever you put in, you want to make sure that you get out, particularly in business. And I'm hearing relationships, but relationships are also about business, all right? So you want to just make sure that you are crossing all of your T's, you are dotting all of your I's, and that you heavily vet anybody that you bring into your life, bring around your children, etc., because we are still in a retrograde season. I've been saying since last year, it's exposing season. Really, I've been saying it since the year before last in my readings, right? That it is exposing season. We have many, many planets in retrograde, right? People are acting outside of their normal behavior. And so when people get desperate, they do things that they otherwise would not do, right? So you just want to make sure that you're doing what is best for you, okay? So that your trust is not betrayed. She meets the adversary. Again, we have the 9 again, so we have these double 9s. And so we know that just before, I'm going to pull one more card for you, because we know that just before things turn around for us, right, we meet an adversary, or sometimes we're betrayed. Very rarely do people change their behavior just because. Oftentimes people have to have a diagnosis, or something really has to hit the fan, right? And so don't be discouraged by these 2 cards, because what I'm really feeling is this is like the last stage before you cross over to the things that you want to see manifest in your life. This is not uncommon when we are at that 9. Okay, when we're at that 9, it's like, yes, it is a divine number, but it is also right before the new beginning. So this is like the dark before the rainbow, okay? And then we have this, she must make a sacrifice, this 3 plus 4, which 3 plus 1, which equals 4, which again is what I was saying. 4 is a number of foundation. 4 is a number of resources. 4 is a number of getting to that money, okay? If you know anything about Beyonce and how she utilizes the number 4, you will understand what I'm talking about, right? So again, maybe the sacrifice is speaking up for yourself, really stepping into your Leo-ness, really centering yourself, okay? The sacrifice might be standing up for yourself and shining the light on yourself instead of shining it on other people, all right? So that could be the sacrifice. The sacrifice might be, you know, paying for some kind of class, right? If you have an artistic project that you're working on, maybe getting yourself a coach, right? That might be what the sacrifice is. Or the sacrifice might be like the first Decan Leo, walking away from things that no longer serve you, walking away from dead things, right? Letting people be, right? Yep, that was my sacrifice. Hold on. I'm going to pull one more card. One more card. Whenever anything spills, we always say that there was some like ancestor or some energy that wanted it. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull one more card. Look at that. Exactly. Exactly. This is where we're moving to. This is where we're moving to. We are moving out of the cages, right? So even though she's in a cage, look at that light shining from her. The light shining from her heart, potentially from her soul, right? That's where we're moving to. We're moving to freedom. So yeah, the trust can be betrayed. Yes, absolutely. The adversary, yeah, it happens. We meet them. Sacrifice, yes, we have to make them. But then look what comes afterwards. Not bad. Not bad at all. So that is my reading for the decants. All right. So let's now, for the rest of, Leo, I said I was going to pull one card for Leo Sun, Moon, for Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. All right. Okay, so this is going to be for the Leo Moon. So Leo Moon people, I'm going to pull from the Animal Spirit deck, and this is going to be the animal spirit energy that's really going to benefit you this month. I know one thing. If this little piece of apparatus doesn't stop moving, I know something. Okay. We do not need all those. That's too many cards. Look at that. Look at that, Leo Moons. So what we say about the moon in astrology is that the moon is our primal energy, okay? The moon, as one of my colleagues said years ago, has the final say. The moon is that part of our personality that we keep hidden, and the moon governs our secret dreams, the things we don't say out loud, but the things that we want. So those of you with a Leo moon, this is what you're being guided to do, and this is how you're being guided to act during this season. You are being guided to act just like you're a Leo sun. A proud peacock. Put yourself out there. Shine the light on yourself, all right? Big yourself up. No more playing the back, all right? No more putting baby in the corner, right? Let your light shine. Let people see how beautiful you are. That is amazing. And then what do we have for the rising sign? What do we have for the Leo rising? Oh, okay. So for the Leo rising, I'm actually going to pull from the self-care deck. The rising sign is, it's like the sun is the personality. The rising sign is how you present to the world, how you handle business. Ah, look at that. All right. So Leo risings, You are being guided to make yourself a vision board. Okay? We have the number 33 here, which we would bring down to a number 6 in numerology, because in numerology we don't do double digits. 6 has to do with family. So maybe your vision board could be focused on your family, the things that you want your family to achieve during this season, changes you want to make in your family. Maybe you want to grow your family, right? Those are all things that you can put on your vision board. So there you go. That's for you. Leo, those folks who have Leo rising, okay? Now, what about the rest of us? Okay, let's see. What about the rest of us? What are we supposed to be doing during this Leo season? What's our message? What is our message with regards to health? Oh, maybe I'll stick with the self-care. Okay. What is our message with regards to health for this Leo season? Wow, it literally flew out. Okay, ground yourself. So that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. All right, so we need to get grounded. We need to get more firmly rooted. Maybe taking up meditation, taking up yoga, drinking more water. Okay, these are the things that we can be doing better during Leo season. All right. Now, what about our wealth? What can we do to bring more money? Oh, let's see. What can we do to bring in more money for Leo season? Oh, are we going to the Hoodoo Tarot? Okay. What can we do to bring in more money? What can we do? Okay, so we have the big house in reverse, which is the Tower. All right. What else can we do? 10 of Wands. So for some of us, right, as this is the Tower in reverse, which I'm not mad to see the Tower in reverse with money, because that tells me that much like that 9 of Knives, that we have put in the hard work, and some of us are going to be seeing the fruits of our labor during this Leo season. And so what I would say for this, because it's a Tower in reverse, yes, things are lightening up for us financially, but we still want to make careful choices, right? We still don't want to get too crazy with our spending. We want to definitely make sure that we know where our money is going, right? What we're putting our money towards, but also who we are associating ourselves with is going to be very important during Leo season. That's so interesting, because our friends, you know, that, what is that saying? Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are. So we are really being guided to, it's so interesting how there's this magnifying glass. We are really being guided to put a magnifying glass to where all of our resources are going. Our emotional resources, our spiritual resources, our financial resources, our energetic resources. We need to be looking to that with a microscope. We need to have laser focus on where we're putting our attention during this Leo season, because things are definitely falling through the cracks. I have another deck called the Before Tarot, and in that shows what happened 3 seconds before. How do I explain that? So, for example, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, which I'm getting now, let's see if I can find the Tower quickly. Oh, and this is the 9 of Knives in the Rider-Waite Tarot. All right, it's the Nine of Swords. So we're coming away from that energy, those first Decan Leos. Let's see if I can find that tower. Here it is. Okay. So this is the Rider-Waite Tarot. So in this, not unlike the big house, the plantation, right? So I have another deck. And the other deck shows, like I said, 3 seconds before this. So in that other deck, the king and the queen are in the castle or in the tower. They chilling, but you see the lightning, you see the storm coming in, but nobody's paying attention. And so then by the time we get to this deck, they done got thrown out the tower. And then there's another deck that's called the After Tarot, and it shows the scene after this. I might get that deck too. I don't use that before deck too much, but the after deck, right? So I say all that to say, when we think about the big house, when we think about the plantation, all of the things that had to be, as it's happening now, it's happening right now, today, all of the things that happened that people didn't pay attention to because it didn't impact them directly, or so they thought, right? All of the things that were allowed to go on in that plantation house, all of the things that went unseen, the storm that was brewing in the background before the lightning hit, right? We want to be paying extra attention. It's Leo season. It is about the sun. I've already said Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun illuminates. The sun shines a light. The sun is always shining, even if we don't see it. And here we have the magnifying glass showing up. So again, where are the areas in our life that we're not paying attention to, right? Again, this is about our wealth. The tower reversed. The light at the end of the tunnel, yes. But the propensity to fall back into a tower situation is there, right? So we want to just, again, make sure that we are paying close attention to everything during Leo season, all right? Also, with regards to wealth, we have the 10 of Sticks, all right? So this would be the 10 of Wands in the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm trying to stop saying traditional tarot. It's just the one that is the most used. Okay, so for this, an overburdened woman climbs a hill to eat Schisandra fruit. It's not a plant that's easy to find, but it is known as a wonderful fatigue fighter and anti-aging medicine. Okay, meaning loads being lifted, knowing when to ask for help, learning to delegate responsibility, focusing more on self-care and taking time off. So a message again of loads being lightened in the wealth sector. We love to see it. That's great. That's great. Okay. What else? Okay, so the warnings already came. So the warnings are, yeah, so the warnings are there, the wealth is there. So now let's go into a little bit of relationships. What is the relationship for Leo season? What is the relationship focus for Leo season? What is the relationship focus for? Oh, yes, yes. I guess I should have did a romance thing for. I'm gonna do a romance thing for Leos too. I need to do that. Okay, so for the rest of us, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. The highest energy of love of all is love. right? And then you have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So some folks will have some new love coming in during Leo season. Again, we love to see it. Maybe that's the part of your life that needs shining the light on. Maybe a makeover is in order, right? I don't know if outside is going to open or not, but maybe a makeover is in order, and maybe a makeover of how we approach love and how we see love is in order. This is really, really good. So we have money getting better, we have love getting better. So let me see about Leos. Let me just do a reading just for Leos. What do Leos, what is their message? What is their message? What is the message for Leos? What is the message for Leos? There y'all go. There y'all go. So focus on love, focus on love, focus on love, focus on love. That's what we're doing. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we're moving to. This is a great place to start because the video is already getting long. And so, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Oh, I will ask for some goddess energy, though. I am going to ask for some goddess energy. What goddess energy can we employ? And this is for everyone. What goddess energy can we employ this Leo season? What goddess energy can we tap into this Leo season? What goddess energy can we tap into? Minerva. Digging into our beliefs. There we go. Questioning our beliefs, questioning what we think is possible, questioning again why we believe certain things. We can work with Minerva to help us get through that. So that's where we are. That is your Leo reading, and I will see you next time. Bye.